Merry Monday, everyone! We are back with our Axumite campaign. Unfortunately, the Himayrites have decided to besiege Zafar because they've pretty much no other option. It's either they try to retake the city, or they, I guess, starve and die in the desert. So, there's 1,100 of them, and they're going to try to retake the city from my 1,400 men. And unfortunately, there's still a breach in the wall. From us? No, we didn't bust a hole in the wall, but apparently there's a hole in the wall. I don't know. We're gonna have to deal with that. But anyway, I will see you all on the battle map. Well, I gotta tell you, these guys are pretty fucking clever. They are attacking our city from the exact same angle that we did. So there's no towers around the gate because it was us who fucking busted them. And apparently we're so lazy that we can't even get in here and try to repair them. I mean, it's just like, I don't know, a couple of bricks, some plaster. Although, having said that, there is some really nice arches here. Okay, so our archers are beginning to fire on the enemy as they advance. Their legionary defectors obviously deflecting those arrows, oddly enough. Our slingers are not able to hit those archers, unfortunately, so they're going to try to focus on these defectors. I assume these guys are going to come and try to bust down the gate, but we'll find out. They're going to march forward ever so slowly, and they're beginning to take casualties as they near the gates. Let's see, can we see many arrows in the shields? Holy shit, we can. We are firing a lot of ammunition at these guys, and now we are firing into the flank of them with our slingers. I think we're beginning to take a few casualties due to the enemy fire, but holy shit, our slingers are not doing too bad at all. Let's get our archers to refocus their fire. Okay, we'll focus our fire on the enemy missiles. I've got my cavalry waiting in the wings here. They will storm down this gate eventually to flank. I've also got Anbasa on the barricade here. You can see him and his Raz guard. They look fucking demonic. I mean, this guy looks crazy as hell. But then we got this guy. He's actually... It looked almost as if he was wearing blush from afar. I mean, come on. Like, it looks like he's wearing blush. These guys are pretty dastardly looking. Except for this one guy. I don't know. This guy looks like he would be like a librarian or something in Ethiopia. And everyone else looks like they would probably kill their own mother if necessary. Although there is another one of those slender-looking dudes. There's Eon Bissianaf himself in the back there. Little do we know that Eon is actually alive and well. He's just decided to lay low within the armies of Anbasa. No, it's just... I guess it must be a common model or something. But holy shit, these guys are losing men a lot. Oh my god, there's only... they've lost 40 of them already, and my trackers have loosed the hounds, which has opened the gate. Weirdly enough... Oh my fucking god, no! Anbasa, you stupid piece of shit. So Anbasa and his men have decided to loose javelins at those defectors at the gate, and as a result, annihilated half of my Adana trackers. So the idea here is these guys are going to have to struggle to batter down the walls, and unless they go through Anbasa, they're going to have to go all the way around and deal with some of my Tor warriors or whatever over by the other gate. And what is... Our slingers are still slinging, are they? I don't know. These guys are slowly but surely losing men because we're still firing on them somehow. We are throwing some arrows at these enemy hurlers, and we are taking far more casualties than we are inflicting on them. So I think it's about time we withdraw our archers. Our slingers are still going strong, though. So, I mean, they can stick around. They can take a bunch more casualties. It's fine. These defectors, though, are having a hell of a time with this gate, despite it having been open for the past 30 seconds, and half the unit, I mean, is actually within the city now, oddly enough. I mean, if you were these guys, you gotta be shitting your pants, because there's like a million Ethiopians on this side of the wall wanting to kill you, and now you're basically trapped in there. It's kind of a Rorschach situation. Well, no, it's like the opposite of a Rorschach situation. Because we are the ones who will be killing, not them. Okay, we are slinging at the enemy. Our gates have been busted, and now the defectors are storming in, and some of our slingers are actually kind of boned because I didn't pull them out in time. I thought the gate was a lot stronger, but no, here come the defectors. They're tired, and Bossa can fire now. There we go. Look at that. You spend all this time busting down the gates, and oh shit, we can actually fire into the rears of these defectors as they try to flee. This will be good. Can we fucking annihilate these guys with our slingers whilst they're busy? Okay, come on. Form up, everyone, please. That'll be good. Okay, they're going to try to bust down the barricade. Our Razguard is going to... I was going to say build a shield wall, a shield screen. But I guess we can't do it because we're actually on the wall. So we'll drop off the walls so we can build that shield screen. And our slingers will sling away into the ass ends of these defectors as a bunch of Himayrites march through the gates. There we go. We're just killing them. We're slaughtering them. Okay, so we ought to pull all of our cavalry out. There we go. And we're going to need a bunch of units to brace the gate. Okay. They have broken down the barricade, and now they are charging us. And no... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, no one is paying our slingers any mind except for this unit of legionaries who are about to tear through our fucking slingers. Nope, they just decided to rout them, and then they turned around. That's fine. I think Emboss is going to have a bit of an issue here, although we are dealing a lot of damage to the enemy here. Our cavalry is going to sweep away the enemy missile units here. If we can just hurry on down, that would be great. And Boss is actually not doing too bad. Holy shit, he's lost, like, not even a man, I don't think. Okay, there we go. He's just lost a dude. And we're going to charge into these defectors with our Tor warriors, as well as some of our swordsmen. Our bowmen are firing right into the ass ends of our own units, which is not good at all. Okay, so our cavalry has chased off some of these missile units. Our fucking camels are bringing up the rear, and they're going to try to take out these bowmen. But our raiders are the true victors here. Look at this. Oh my god. They're beginning to cut down these hurlers. We just have to be careful of enemy fire. There we go. We are beginning to rout the majority of the enemy army. We are firing some arrows into their flank. And Bossa is holding well. Holy shit. I'm surprised how well he's holding, actually. Our camels are tearing down these bowmen, who are most definitely regretting the decision to take the mercenary contract they have. These raiders need to draw the fire, though, because our camels will not stand up to such a situation. Okay, our archers are not doing too well, actually, so I think I might cease firing. We need to break these defectors as quickly as possible. There we go, speaking of, so that we can then charge into the rear of these men with all of our units. We'll even build a bit of a spear wall with our Tor warriors. Our raiders have, for the most part, run off all of these missile units. Our camels as well have been victorious. Great. And now we just have to pen these guys in with all of our infantry. Here we go. Our Tor warriors are charging in. Can we get like a sweet slow-mo shot of this combat? Maybe see some of these animations? I don't know. Okay, I think we broke the majority of the Himayrites here, and they're going to try to flee, but of course, our Tor warriors are waiting for them. My god, what a terrible situation this is for the Himayrites here. Some are still getting away, though. I don't know how the hell these guys have managed it. But our cavalry will be waiting to intercept. Whoever's not busy, that is. Okay, what is this? Defectors. Not interested. Okay, we will wait for the enemy to flee, and then we will charge with our cavalry. It appears that the only unit left are the Zafar Sentinels, led by either the same side as when we captured Zafar, or it's a new general. I can't quite say. Either way, he's fucking broken, and we've won. And now we just need to chase down the remaining Himayrites, because the more we chase down, the least the less there is a chance that they will reform their army and attack again. I don't know. It's probably the end of the Himayrites here, I would imagine. Now we just need to retrain a lot. We need to replenish a whole lot of men. All of our units are incredibly weak. I mean, look at us. We've got Nazul here. Our son. Let's see. Can we find him? Nazul. Yes, there he is. He's looking pretty ghostly with the lighting effects on him there. I don't know. But anyway, Nazul and his garrison are just way undermanned because they haven't had time to replenish their troops. Okay, we will replenish a bit, and I think we're going to have to wholly focus our efforts on the Sassanids as they march towards our capital. A decisive victory. Look at this. How many men did we lose? Under 300, and we killed 1,000 of the Himayrites. Not too fucking bad. I was a little concerned because our army is incredibly weak. A lot of our units are undermanned, decimated. Especially this unit of slingers now. They lost a lot of men when those defectors charged them. But I think this is the end of the Himayrites now, which is great because we won't have to deal with their agent spam anymore. Gumshoe is just losing his mind because turn after turn after turn he's just assaulted by not one, not two, but like 3 different agents. It's fucking nuts. And I feel for him. I really do. I don't think we pay him enough, honestly. I mean, he spends the majority of his time... Like, he lives in a world where he can't trust anyone because everyone around him is trying to deceive him. It's like, it's a living hell, I would say. It's a fucking nightmare. Everyone he's ever known are turning against him. No, that's not true. It's only like 3 people. If your circle of friends, like your support group, your family, if it's only 3 people, that kind of sucks. I don't know what to say. If you only know 3 people in the entire world, bit of an issue. Okay, Gumshoe has been distracted. He has resisted the deceiving of some enemy agents. Sad is deceased, which is just kind of a funny sentence. Sad, deceased. Himyar has been destroyed, finally. The stonemason we hired... or wait, no. No. Never mind. This is a stonemason we have to hire. Let's see. Gersum, a foreigner claiming to be a great stonemason, has presented himself to you. Do you wish to take him into your service? Now, when you're talking to Eon Bissi and Af, you need to be a little bit more PC with your terms. Like, you can't just say, I present myself to you, because Eon Bissi, of course, will take that in a completely wrong way. He'll twist those words into a way that you never could have imagined, and then you'll find yourself in a dungeon, hands and feet bound, probably gagged as well. Okay, we can employ him, turn him away, have him killed, or do nothing. I don't think we need any great works or buildings, so we'll turn him away, because there is a chance that event will fire like an assassination, so you'll be forced to... I guess one of your heroes will get killed, one of your retainers or something, I don't know. Anyway, the Battle of Zafar is decisive. You can see all the gore of the Zafar sentinels there. They're dead, unfortunately. It appears that Mbasa has gained some traits, but holy shit, Eon Bissi Naf is also a smooth talker. I think Eon Bissi Naf is actually the dude from 50 Shades of Grey. I don't know what his name is. I feel like it's Dorian. I don't know, but he is actually the dude from 50 Shades of Grey. He's a smooth talker. He'll torture the hell out of you, and he'll probably bum you while he's at it, which is bizarre as all hell. Who knows what these Ethiopians get up to in the dark of the night. Okay, the Sassanids have moved a few units into Bernice. I feel as if they have an army en route to Aksum, but unfortunately we can't hire any spies, but we can hire a priest which could act as a spy, but I don't think that's really necessary. We'll see them long before they arrive. Okay, Anbasa has gained a rank, And we'll put some points down. What do we want him to be? He is a great leader, if a little bit irresolute, but we want him to be a leader of men, so an infantry commander is probably a good one. Also, commander-in-chief. Probably. There we go. His authority is through the goddamn roof. His morale is really high. His public order, if he was governing, would be high as well, but of course he's not governing. Zeal would probably be a good stat to have eventually, but we probably won't get too many levels for Enbasa in the dwindling hours of the campaign. I'm not sure how many more videos there are going to be, as the Sassanids are going to march on us and possibly destroy us. We are facing a food shortage in Arabia Felix now, because all of our buildings are in disarray. Let's see, what do we need to repair right away? I would imagine... Oh shit, the dam. Great, we can actually... My word, I didn't realize this, but the dam is an actual building in our building browser. That's... First I've seen that, where like a unique building is actual building slot. Odd. But this thing increases our agricultural wealth and fertility. Holy moly, we can actually build some really good farms here if we repair this dam. So I think we ought to, even though it's like 3,000 coins, I guess, we'll repair the city as well. And I think we ought to upgrade our field in Udaman. Now that we have an increase in fertility, we're probably going to get a huge amount of food. I imagine we can actually switch to like a camel herd or something. Well, no. Camel herds are independent of fertility. We could always build a sheep flock, but that's just for gold, less food. I was thinking that the fertility would be so high that we wouldn't have to build like a food intense building. We could probably build a horse breeder or a sheep flock, which is more focused on like income more than anything. But we'll wait until the dam is rebuilt, and then we will take a look at that. Unfortunately, our public order is not good at all. We are facing an instability penalty of 19, so it's going to be 20 turns until that's gone. Our religious differences, of course, are still an issue. I'm not sure. I think we're definitely going to be facing a rebellion in the next couple turns here. Let's see. How do we figure this out? Here we go. At the current rate, there will be a rebellion in 5 turns. We're going to have to deal with a fucking Himayrite rebellion in 5 fucking turns. I don't believe it. Gumshoe is still all fucked up from those agents, but at the very least, he can deploy again and inspire our populace. And he has, increased public order by 6 points. So, did that buy us another turn, I wonder? Yeah, well, it bought us a couple turns, actually. Eon Bissianath in Aksum is going to have to recruit some more units. Unfortunately for us, the majority of the units we can hire in Ethiopia itself, it's not looking good. We are building a hunting lodge, though, which is not going to help. Our infantry quarters, it would probably be best if this was like one of the end game buildings, because then we can actually recruit some worthwhile units. I think what we have to do, though, is build the military building in the village, like the levy camp, that's what it is, and then we can recruit some Tor warriors, etc. Eventually desert tribesmen, desert raiders, Adana trackers, all that shit. We'll have to recruit them through the town, and we're going to build this right away in the hopes that we will get some units before the Sassanids arrive. At the very least, we can have a strong missile wing, so we'll recruit some hurlers and some archers. In Udaman itself, there's not a lot to do. We still have some gold, though. I think we ought to repair some other buildings. I think this plaza would be good, as it increases public order. At the very least, we can get another point out of Zafar. But our Our income is so strained right now due to our large army in Zafar that we may actually have some issues building an economy to battle the Sassanids. I think what I'll do, though, is I'll merge one of these Tor warriors and annihilate the other. So we've got 4 spear units in total. 2 somewhat elite units compared to Desert Spears. They're just a little bit... Hold on a second. The Tor warriors are much cheaper than my Desert Spears. Although my Desert Spears have a huge amount of armor. The defense is not as good, but they have much more armor. I think that's really the only difference between the two, is one has higher melee defense and one has higher armor. So at the very least, we'll have 2 of each, so the Desert Spears can absorb the missile fire. In addition, I think we'll get rid of these Desert Bowmen. We'll annihilate these Camel Raiders because they're somewhat useless. These Adana Trackers are not that great either, but I'll hold on to them because the Hounds are good for disrupting enemy armies. Okay, we're going to have to march out to defeat these Himayrite separatists because they are preventing us from... Okay, there we go. Good enough. They were preventing us from replenishing, but now they have been pushed into Yathrib. So that has allowed us to replenish. We're going to have to capture Omana at some point. I don't know when this is going to happen because the Sassanids and their client states are going to be marching on our capital any day now, but I think we ought to end the turn and see what happens. The public order in Zafar is just horrendous, but we'll deal with that next turn. Okay, so the Sassanids have destroyed Nobatia and captured Pacorus. Ibana has fathered a daughter, son, not sure. We have caught an old man spying on our troops. He has already admitted his guilt. What should be done with him? Talatem. Can we interrogate him? Or recruit him? Oh, shit, let's recruit this guy. Come on. Well, if he's that fickle that we can just recruit him after we capture him, then why wouldn't he be like a double agent? I mean, his loyalty is obviously very frail. So there's 2 stacks of Sassanid men, about a turn or two's march from Aksum. In addition, there is a... Is it a fleet? Yes, this is an actual fleet. There's 13 ships in this fleet, which dwarves our fleet of 4 ships. So we can't even sail out to annihilate the reinforcements. We can't even sail across to defend Ethiopia because those ships will just annihilate our army. So I think what we're forced to do is just board up our windows in fucking Aksum. Although our income has just gone through the roof, presumably because we've repaired things in Zafar. Apparently the Marib Dam is not available to our faction, and it may not give all benefits, apparently. I'm not sure. The fertility in Arabia Felix is really good, though, due to the dam. As a result, our farms are producing lots of food. Can we switch to a sheep flock? A total of 55 food from a sheep flock. How's our... Okay, we're making 110 food from the wheat fields. Half as much food from our sheep flocks. And we have a surplus of 40 food. So it's probably best we hold on to our wheat field for now. What else is going on? We have dissolved our trade agreement with Nobatia because the Sassanids have knocked them the fuck out. The Himayrite separatists outside of Zafar are beginning to raid. We will auto-resolve this assault in a protective stance, and we failed to destroy the army. Weirdly enough, we'll take on the warriors and return to Zafar. No, we have to annihilate these guys. We'll do another protective stance. There we go. I think we lost some units. No, apparently. We'll take on some more men and return to Zafar. We'll have to force march our way there, though. And at the very least, we can begin replenishing some troops. That's it for the separatists outside of Zafar, for now anyway, until our public order dips in the next 6 turns. What can we do? Okay, we could build a courthouse in 3 turns, which would increase food consumption, but we can support it because, you know, we can probably get rid of this this building here. Well, no. A far swordsman. Man, do we need any of these units? I'm not sure. A far swordsman, desert hurlers, desert bowmen. We probably don't need any of them right now. So I'm going to... I want to demolish this building so we can get the food. But it's not really necessary, actually. Food is not an issue. Because, well, the fertility is through the fucking roof. We will build this courthouse and repair the bazaar, I would say. Oh yeah, that would be great. If we repair the bazaar, it will increase commerce and also increase public order. Look at that. What are the chances? We're gonna have some struggles for the next couple turns here because our finances are in the shit. The Sassanids are en route. Eon Bissy is going to recruit a few more spearmen. As many spearmen as he can muster. Holy shit. 5 spearmen, which is going to chew up our income. Whatever we can get to try to defend Aksum. We don't really have great walls or anything. As long as the Sassanids don't have any siege equipment or build any siege equipment, I think we'll be okay. No, I don't think so, actually. There's 2 full stacks en route. There's no way we're going to survive the onslaught, but we'll put up a damn good fight. In the meantime, I think we'll end it here. When we come back... Well, no, hold on. Let's take a look at the rest of our shit here. Bad spring in Zafar. We've recruited some hurlers, bowmen. Food shortage in Arabia Felix has been resolved. 2 battles won, and Anbasa has gained an item. I don't know how to pronounce it. Curies, perhaps. Pancratian gloves is probably... No, hold on. We want the Curies. We'll go back to Eon Bissy, who is already wearing those gloves. Never mind. He will give some experience to those spearmen. Let's take a look at our family tree. Nbana has had another son by the name of Wazina. So we've got 3 bastard children fathered by our family. Dil, Wazina, and Gersum. They're all sons, so at the very least, we can use them as generals. But it's not looking so good, so I think I'll end it here. Next turn, when we come back, we will watch the Sassanids march on Ethiopia. I imagine this fleet is going to capture Adulis. And as a result, actually, I may grab Eon Bissy and march to Adulis. Again, he just totally circumvents the fucking roads and just goes straight to the town. We don't want Eon Bissy on the fleet. Rather, we want him in the city. And he will recruit his 5 spearmen in Adulis. If we can destroy this fleet as it dashes upon the rocks of Adulis, maybe we can return to Aksum and defend with Eon Bissy whilst this fleet, which can also recruit... We'll get another galley. We'll try. 2 galleys. Okay, we'll try 2 galleys. Maybe if we destroy this fleet, we can sail north and just kind of cut off the flow of reinforcements from Egypt. That would be great. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, please leave a comment. Check out my social media. That's Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, all that good shit. And I will see you guys next episode.